morning. The theme for today is the individual characteristic of the learner. The first concept that we find in this unit is the learning styles. The learning styles are the general characteristic of intellectual functioning and personality type that pertain to an individual and differentiated for someone else. The styles characterize a general pattern and in the thinking or feelings. And we can find some people that used to have an impulsive style. These people tend to be comfortable making quick decisions, and some people have an reflective styles is when they feel comfortable making a slower decision and more calculated. Also, we can find the visual learner is when they prefer the reading and studying charts or drawing and other graphic information. And also we have the auditory learner is when they prefer the listening to lectures and audio tape. And finally we can find the kinesthetic learner is when they prefer demonstration and the physical movement that involving a bodyline movement. Yes. We must not confuse the term of learning styles with the term of learning strategies, because the strategies are the specific methods of approaching a problem or attacks and are the techniques for achieving a particular end. In the book we can find some communication strategies. It refers to the tactics that have the learners for generating and maintaining an interactive communication within a cultural context. The social, cultural, interactive strategies help the learner to keep communication interact despite the knowledge or the gaps. There are some tricks and techniques that the learners can use to compensate the weakness and avoid various pitfalls. It is called the compensatory strategies. It could be the avoidance, is when we avoiding a term or topic that poses difficulty. And also the circumlocutions is when we describing an object or an idea. Also the approximation is when we use alternative terms that can express the meaning of the target word. And also we can use non-verbal signs. And keeping the floor is when we using fillers and hesitation to gain time and have some pauses while you are thinking. It could be well, etc. I use it a lot. And in my case, in the first place I used to be a visual and auditory learner. I like to see what I want to learn and listen. And the communication strategies that I use a lot. I use non-verbal signs. When I'm not sure about the word, I avoid use it, and I use an approximation like a synonym or something like that. And if like you can see, I use a lot of hesitation, like well, yes, I use a lot. Anyway, and also I use the circumlocutions. Yes, they are so helpful. Anyway, I use everything that I can use, everything that I have to get understand, because this is the end of everything communication. So that's all for today. See you next time.